morning. It is Friday, September 4th, 2020. We're here. We are. My name is Terry Morgan, and we are going to practice some Wudang Qigong. I have sets 6 through 10 that we're going to practice today, and I'm going to get this camera thing worked out. Every time I finish class, I have to move a couple things, and so when I start the class, I have to adjust the top of the camera. Hang on. You know, that's a little bit too much. There we go. A little bit more floor space for me. A little bit more visibility what I'm doing for you. I slept in this morning, and I'm still having coffee. There is, for me, there's just something about getting up in the morning and the smell of fresh pot coffee, having that first cup. It's nice. Get up a little bit earlier, a couple minutes earlier, bring your coffee to class, join me for the couple of minutes that we're drinking coffee, and then we put it down and then we practice. All right, so 6 through 10, we have all of these left to right, so I'm going to turn around in just a minute. So for set 6, we have push, both sides. Set 7, palms turn over, again, both sides. Set 8, hold the ball. Pull down, ward off. Set 9, hand strum the lute. Set 10, shaking the tail feathers. Okay, so these are the sets we're doing this morning. Let's get started. Feet about shoulder width apart. Relax. Shoulders down. Loosen the arms a little bit. Shake legs. Remember that the knees are always bent just a little bit. Just a little bit. That's way too much. Just a little bit. Just enough that the joint is not locked. Relax. Pull up through the crown of the head. Breathe in. Breathe out. And no, I didn't move. And now we're going to move. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Turn on the heel. And push out. Pull in. And down. Center. And up. Turn. Out. Push. Pull in. Press down. Pull up. Push out. Pull in. Press down. Pull up. Push out. Pull in. Push down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more sets. In. Breathe in. Breathe out. And out. In. Out. Breathe in one more time. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Breathe in. Breathe out. On the toe, palms up, half step. Palms turn out. And palms turn over, both pull in. On the toe, pull in. And palms up, on the toe, little step. Palm turn over, push out, pull in, and center. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Two more. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in one more time. Hands down on both sides. Breathe out, press up, and lower. And breathe in. Hold the ball. Breathe out. Hold the ball right side. Ward off, pull down. Ward off left side, pull down right side. Pull in. Press down. Hold ball. Ward off right side, pull down left side. And pull in. Hold ball. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Hands down along both sides. Breathe out. And lower. Breathe in. Table. Hand strum the Lute. Turn to left. Both hands up. Left hand extended. Right hand near the chin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to center. And breathe in. Breathe out. 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 Breathe in. Breathe in, she. Breathe out, hu. She, ho. She, ho. She, ho. She, ho. She, ho. She, ho. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And center. Press down. Breathe in again. Press down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head and drop the heels. Breathe in. Both hands circle. Fingertips at the ringel. Turn to the right. Palms press down, separate. Left hand comes to the inside, turn to the left. Left hand extends, right hand pulls down. And come to center. And down. Circle. Right side. Right hand to the inside. Right hand extends. And down. And up. Center. Both hands circle. Breathe in. Right side. Breathe out. And left. And in. Press down. And up. Circle. Left side. Right hand to the inside. Right hand extends. Come up to center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Right side. Left hand inside. Turn. And center. Breathe out. And circle. Left side. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come to center. Both hands down along both sides. Breathe out. Pull up through the crown of the head and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Couple things I want to cover. I'm going to revisit with the sets that we just did. Okay, so anybody who's watching closely, following me, and trying to do pretty much what I was doing, notice that there was a couple of blips in set 10 here. Okay? We're going to cover that. Alright? So, we have this turning, and then we have the coordination with the breath, which I deliberately called out because I was paying attention to a couple of things and noticed that my timing and what I was doing with my breath needed some adjustment. Okay? There's also the part of, and I talked about this quite a bit, this layering that we do. So being comfortable with the movement gives you the ability, if you're not thinking about what you're actually doing, if you're not thinking about what your hand is doing, what your foot is doing, you're not thinking about that, you can think about something else. And we have so many other layers to think about. So we think about I specifically ask people in this session to think about breathing. At in, out, open, close, we're going to breathe. This is breathing exercise. Qigong is breathing exercises, so we're going to breathe. We need to pay attention to that especially. The internal aspect, the circulation of the qi, I have talked about that a bit. I don't talk about it necessarily at every class, but it is something that we do need to pay attention to as we're practicing. The circulation of the qi, the denture, the acupuncture points, the channels, these are all very important for Qigong. But I'm going to go back to my point that if you aren't comfortable with the movement, if you don't know the movement, right? You don't know what your hands and feet are supposed to be doing or which way to turn or what you're supposed to be. It's really hard to pay attention to all these other things. So, these exercises are some that I have practiced. They're not the ones that I have practiced the most diligently over the years. So, there's times when I have to think about this particular movement. Okay? So, just to put this in context, I've been practicing for a long damn time. Excuse me. I've been practicing for a long time. And there are times when I do have to pay attention to what is this movement and what am I doing. That means that I'm distracted from or not paying attention to my breath. Right? That blip. So, for set 10, and I've got another set that actually it's pretty much all of them that I'm going to cover, but for set 10, right, we start out here, circle, both fingertips, the lao gong, center of both palms comes together, the fingertips come together, and the two first fingers connect to the renjun here, which is the connection point between the renmai and the dumai, the two channels in the small heavenly circle. So we're connecting the dots here. Connect those points. As we turn, both palms press down, and the yongchuan in foot pulls up. So grip the ground just a little bit, pull up through the Yung Chuan. Turn. Right. That turn is through the waist. My legs help a little bit. They don't get stuck there, but my feet aren't going anywhere. All right? Root. Press down. Okay? Left hand comes to the inside as I turn. Down on the right. And this is a lateral circle, not an extended forwarder. So we're going this way. Just keep going. Come back to center. Right? Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Okay? So this coordination, the movement has to be coordinated, and I talked about this when I first learned this movement. I had the hardest time getting my hands to be in the right place at the right time. Okay? It just didn't work for me. It does now. I understand how it should be done, and we're good, but at the beginning, yeah, it was a little tough. The coordination with the breath is also something that is a little more difficult with this. Similarly with set 9, is a little bit more difficult than what it's been with the previous moves. It doesn't get any easier. The last 8 sets don't get any easier. It's progressive, right? You as you learn more, you are asked to do more. So there it is. With all of our sets, okay, so just let you know, with all of our sets, we have this centering in the middle, right? So I push and I come back to center, and I hold the ball and I extend and I come back to center. And I do, whatever I'm doing, I'm always coming back to center. One of the things to pay attention to when we do this, what am I doing inside? At the outside part, I'm coming back to the middle, I'm coming back to center, right, up and down right here. Okay, that's the outside part. The inside part. Push. Push out. Pull in. Okay, and I'm going to do this real close, facing that way, so you can see my hands. Whether it cuts off my head or not, I don't care as long as my hands are in the middle. Okay? Alright, so, ready? And I'm going to push out. And now turn over and pull in. Alright, as I push out, particularly for Qigong, this is also true in Tai Chi and the other internal martial arts. As I push out, open the Lao Gong. This is extending, we're practicing Qigong. This is extending the Qi. Push out. Whole body, through the root, through the whole body, everything. Push out. As you practice, and the more you practice, this area in the palm will start to feel warm when you do this. You'll start to get that sense of whole body connection, that whatever's coming from here and extending out actually came from here, and here. It's not coming from here. Right? Push, sink, connect. Everything's connected, everything extends from the source. The source is your root. As we pull in, most of these exercises have some specifics for which channels, which meridians we're working. I haven't focused on that. I'm focused on the main centers, the Lagong, the Bai Hui, upper, middle, lower Tantian, the Mingmen, the Jiaji, the Yujin in the back, the Huiyin, the Yongchuan. Connecting these, it can take a while. So I'm focused on these first, right? Small heavenly circle, the large heavenly circle, and the very last one is the teeny tiny heavenly circle, which is the circulation in the Tantian. A little bit more difficult to achieve. Very possible. I intend to give instruction on that, but it's a much more internal focused practice, and it requires a little bit of I'm going to call it prerequisites, shall we say. If I put this on a list of college level courses, and the 100 level is the introductory level. This is where you get acquainted with the subject matter. And the 400 and the 500 level is for the people who really are deep into it. And this is the 500 and 600 level subject, okay? So I'm not holding back. I just want people that get there to be successful at it. All right. So as we pull in, all right, as we push out, I'm going to talk about as we push out, Lao Gong opens, everything comes through. It's not at, it's through. Whole body. As we pull in, the focus shifts from opening the Lao Gong to the heart channel. Middle finger. Pull into the center in both breaths. Bring that energy back to, you just pushed something out, now bring it back. Right? And most of our movements are traveling along a visible circle of some sort. Hold the ball is an obvious one, right? But, all right, so as we extend out, there's a little bit of a circle here. Now, I'm going to pull in and down, right? So, this position, I'm pulling that calmness, that new energy, I'm pulling that back to me. I just pushed out all the junk. Now I'm going to give me some new stuff. That is actually one of the thought process. Now I can do a horse stance here and then you can see me and I don't have to worry about sitting in a chair. Okay, so that is actually part of the process that we use in Qigong practice, right? We don't want to keep junk anyway. I don't. There's stuff that I have that's collectible that I'll put on the shelf and, dust it off once in a while and keep it, yeah. But the junk stuff, do I really need those old newspapers from, how many years ago? No, I don't. But that one magazine that had an article that I wrote in it, I'm going to keep that one. Right? As we push out, this part of the thought process, part of the mindfulness, part of the mind aspect of Qigong lets us say, as I push out whatever negative energy, what I was really annoyed with some dude to so-and-so yesterday, and I'm still annoyed. Okay, I don't want to be annoyed with that. I want to let that go. I want to get rid of that. Get rid of that. Poof. Bye. Oh, look, there's a beautiful park and there's a nice pond. Oh, and it's so pretty and warm. All right? Changes your perspective on everything. And in a large part, that is also part of what we want to learn, be able to do with Qigong. It is. Thank you for being here today. Appreciate it. I will see y'all next week for Tai Chi and Thursday and Friday for Qigong.